Chama. Fasting Chama.
All right, so a pleasant good afternoon and welcome to this live interview here on Focus on Liberia Television. We are coming to you live and direct from central Monrovia. Specifically, we are at Koijee Street, right at the front of CO. CO is a center for the exchange of intellectual opinions here in central Monrovia. My name is Prince Moba. We've stopped to talk to some Liberians, mainly intellectuals who most times stop here to give their opinion on issues that matters. Our talking point for this afternoon is the U.S. sanction on Monrovia City Mayor Jefferson Koijee. As you may be aware, the U.S. government, through its Treasury Department, last Thursday came up with a sanction on one of our most popular youth leaders in Liberia's history, Jefferson Koijee. In the sanction, the U.S. government says Koijee has influence over youth that are used for other harmful reasons. In the country, they also talk about he's involved in the misuse of state resources for personal political reasons. Many others in the indictment. Before me is a gentleman who is about to lay his thought on the sanction. What does it make of it? My name is Prince. Welcome to this live interview, brother. What is your name?
My name is
Okay, so tell me, have you heard about the sanction on Major Koijee, and if you did, what are your thoughts on them?
Yes, I heard about the sanctions and I read the sanctions, and they're going to fly by 4:10 to 5 o'clock. And I saw it, and I read, I went through it. The sanctions, I think the sanctions were biased.
It's biased?
Yes, and the sanctions were belated.
Okay.
A lot of opposition members, some by 2018, 2019, Governor just said at the American embassy asking the American government to place sanctions on senior government officials of the Treasury administration. Or you can remember, bring back our 16 billion when the guy took the street and went to the American embassy asking the American government to sanction senior government officials. Those same guys in the Unity Party government went and lobbied around the international community to put sanctions. So I feel that the American people is not doing the thing on a clear basis, but on a bias basis, by taking money on the basis of lobbying.
Do you think Liberians have the authority to be able to influence the U.S. decision? Any Liberians that are authority?
Yes, because I was present when I saw Liberia going to the American embassy, protesting to the American embassy, asking the American ambassador to put sanctions on George Weah government because they were not in private the George Weah government. Even in the U.S., a lot of people went to the U.S., to the American, in the U.S., lobbying around, like Jerome Volumes in the states there, asking the American people to continue putting sanctions on senior government officials to break down the rulings of George Weah. I think it's wrong. Completely wrong.
What other negative impact that pronouncement of a sanction on Koijee's name will cause him for a political career, for a personal life? What other harm do you think that may cause in the future?
The sanction had no negative impact on Koijee's life.
You think so?
I think so.
Is that going to trouble the state?
No. For example, all of those American people put sanctions in Liberia, all of them are being elected. Majority of them are one elected position. For example, Prince Johnson was sanctioned by the senior American government. Today, Prince Johnson is a senator of Nima County. He protested and he won the elections. Mange was sanctioned. Today, Mange is a senior senator of my Giving County. He protested and won the election. When Bill Traore was sanctioned by the senior American government, Bill Traore, when Representative and protested as senator, he won the election for 9 years. Even Fanny Sherman was sanctioned. Fanny Sherman go protest in Grand Capital, he win. So this time around, but Jefferson Koijee sanctioned by the American government, there is a clear indicator that any election in Monrovia County, Jefferson Koijee is going to be the next senator of Monrovia County.
The fact remains that when you are sanctioned by the U.S. government, you do not travel to the U.S. The U.S. government does not make business with you. Is that not something that will affect any project across the world, not only in Liberia?
But U.S. government need to do business with somebody before you make progress.
Okay.
Today when you check around Liberia, how many development the U.S. government carrying in Liberia? compare with the Chinese government. Compare with the progress that the Chinese government are making in Liberia. Even Libya, the Libyan government get a lot of developments in Liberia. The America, even China.
The US government does that our budget support as compared to China.
We're talking about physical, tangible development. Look around you. When you go to the federal capital,
development comes to the UC project. There are many UC projects that do other development. That was the word. I mean, they are empowering like people. They are built. Okay, talk about tangible.
Uses. Okay, America support Liberia through uses, and they see America say expatriate and get the money and carry back to America. So what are some of the programs and projects? I mean, what are some of the tangible programs America gets into Liberia that we can close on?
Thank you.
You get fire through as an American company, looting our resources and then leaving sickness that you Liberia.
Thank you so much. What's your name again, my brother?
Yes, Mr. Nothing, no negative impact on Jefferson Koijee. Jefferson Koijee become our leader, and Koijee become the mayor of Monrovia until he can end.
Thank you so much.
We support switching to the letter. The day Koijee contested Senator Monrovia, automatically is the Senator Monrovia.
Thank you, sir. Another gentleman here. Let me to the camera to him. My name is Prince Moba. He says the gentleman that just left said the sanction has no bearing on Mayor Jefferson Koijee. It has no negative impact on him. He remains the city mayor of Monrovia and he's respected as well. My brother, welcome. What's your name?
Thanks so kindly for affording your platform. Michael Kotomo is my name.
Okay, Michael, welcome to FOL.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I'm sure you have followed the issue of the sanction on Jeff Koijee, the Monrovia city mayor. I just want to get your thoughts on that. What do you make of that?
The sanction on Koijee have serious negative impact on Mayor Koijee at this time. To see Koijee as a young man, coming up, then the American people soundly do the investigation. Have enough evidence to sanction you. Today we sit down here to listen to some Liberians to tell you that in fact that sanction has no negative impact on you. No. The young people who are supporting you may be misleading you today.
You think so?
Seriously.
How do you think that sanction affects Koijee political life, his personal life? How do you think it affects him?
Politically, no young man want to do business with a criminal, a murderer. Go to the Treasury and see human rights violation. So you think Kotomo here will look at Koijee to recognize Koijee as a young man, as a leader, nothing. I cannot. So I think the young people who are coming to support Koijee, they are just doing it because of their personal greed. I think so.
I mean, the timing of the sanction came when the George Weah government and Koijee himself just about to leave government. What do you make of the timing?
We don't determine at which time the American possession. Once the American people have enough premium facility that in fact John Brown has committed so crime, they will sanction you. Yeah? There's no specific time the American people will say, okay, that'll wait when they leave into power, that'll wait when John Brown comes into power. Maggie, Bill Torres, Serena Silva, they all were in leadership and then the American people sanctioned them. We saw the decision that President Weah took. Take them from their very position, meaning they should go there and go clarify themselves. Because he President Weah, he cannot work with criminals.
Do you think by now, I mean, the president should be asking Koijee to leave the post until otherwise order?
Now I think by now, Koijee not even should be a mayor at this time. Now I think he should not even be a mayor at this time. Seriously. Yes.
Anything fun about Koijee?
My final word to we the young people, we our leader are coming. We sincere dedicated to the will and pleasure of the Liberian people. We should not get power so drunk that in fact you sit down there, you feel you get power. When you make this statement, you be there always, your sweat and blood is bad. These are statements that Koijee nobody makes. Now in fact, he fought for Liberia with sweat and blood. No! We are not fighting war in this country. War finished. Mayor Koijee now should come to the disco with that intellectual muscle. Once those who lack the intellectual prowess will always come to the disco like fat, they fought with set of blood. No. Some of the people need to find people to sit down. Or to come up to the street here. To be bamboozing. Whole lot of talks behind you. You are here, you wasting the scene. Whole lot of talks. Holding pattern in our hand with jump. Beating in their car, they stay with body today, tomorrow. Well, he's a criminal, he's not criminal, he's a killer, he's not killer. Who some mother Liberian does that? Look at them with lie. Yeah? Last day, I'm going to inform Mr. Koijee you need not to suffer from post-election trauma. You need not to suffer from that. I attempt going to suffer from post-election trauma. We can't early. Thank you for your platform.
Thank you so much. My name is Prince. I'm still here at CEO here. I'm speaking with Liberian citizens. I'm the council, my brother, one extension of Jefferson Koijee. This is Focus on Liberia TV. They are giving their thoughts, they are giving their opinion. So before me is another gentleman, a very familiar face to welcome. How are you doing?
Well, let me say thank you. Thank you to the platform. Let me say thank you to Mama Liberia.
What's her name, brother?
Let me say thank you to the people that gave the session.
The people that did what?
The people that gave the session who did America. Let me say thank you to them.
Thank you. I mean, what's her name?
I'm Prophet of Family.
All right, Mr. Family, I think you know the story. You may have followed the story maybe on social media, on the traditional media, and so on. What are your thoughts? What do you make of that? I mean, the city mayor of Monrovia, the city secretary general, a very powerful youth leader before, been sanctioned by the U.S. Treasury Department.
Very powerful leader before. He stayed powerful.
Yeah.
He is the secretary of the biggest, oldest, and fastest growing movement ever in the history of this country for since 1827, 1839, up to 1847 to the present in reality. He is the one that causes the T and Dr. R of the most revolutionary party in the coalition for democratic change.
To the issue.
In my mind, I don't think the Mickey Moore, Karika Trump, self-proclaimed first aggrandizement interest from the angle of the American people to suppress a young men who were more influential in the Liberian politics. To think that the situation of Sanction will cool him down, to not come out to talk about the myth and the ills in society against the Waka government, I think they are lying.
Why do you think the sanction is meant? Why do you think the sanction is meant to suppress Koijee from speaking?
Sanction. Let me tell you something.
No, I'm asking. Why do you think
the late Nelson Mandela from South Africa, when we were in the issue of the South African apartheid struggle, when we were fighting for the South African to live equal on the basis of equality and social justice, they sanctioned him yesterday. Walking out of the account of the sanction, he became president and he governed South Africa. He brought the reformation of the South African people. So to say America to come to say the sanction Koijee, in my mind, I don't see it to be an issue. A politician, if America is not in your line and they know that you're more influential young men in a country where they have influence, they can sanction you. It doesn't mean that what you're supposed to do, you will not do it.
Why do you think the sanction is meant to suppress Koijee from speaking ills?
That sanction very meant for
Now what you say?
Listen to me. There's a saying that said by our people. They say what water can do to draw far back, they can just roll on it and just waste.
Some of the claims in the sanction document was about human rights violation. I mean, the use of state property for personal.
It's a gross insincerity. Under the job we are the government, it was one of the people most government in the history of this country.
No,
protesters were given water, cold water on our way to drink. Then you say human rights violation. People went against government here. Government officials now went after them. Where the human rights violation coming from? Or because a genuine radio said that in America, come away claim because of envy, hatred, and petty jealousy of the crime mentality to make claim to the American people without proper investigation, to come up ground to understand the unfoldings. Then you just sit down and level crimes on the basis to satisfy your quest politically. You think you intimidate people for on the ground or not understanding the situation unfold here. You are playing.
Thank you so much.
You are playing.
What's your name again,
I'm
brother?
Prophet Vanny Family. I know you will go because I'm not speaking in your language of your tone or what you want me to say.
Thank you so much.
I will tell you for free.
I asked a specific question, you answered then. And this is a street interview.
I need to learn. I need to learn, please.
Thank you.
I will tell you that the sanction had nothing to do with Koijee. And Koijee remains Koijee. The party remains supreme. The medical relation for democratic change remains supreme.
In the opposition.
And nothing will change Koijee. Nothing will change him of speaking. Nothing will change him of protesting in this country. Nothing will change him of bringing young people in time needed.
When the U.S. sanction anybody, they can't travel to America. Don't you think that's something?
In America, you can travel before you live. When God created you, He said, in America, you must go through before you survive.
America is our major ally. That is a fight. You can't deny that. America, no, I'm only telling you.
God created you.
No, I'm also telling you, America remains like
before you survive.
America remains like even with the Koijee families in the U.S. Are you aware of that?
Let me tell you something.
You
talk about Allah shit. Do you know who is Allah?
No,
you understand it?
So don't you think with your Koijee want to go visit a family and America one day?
No, I don't think that's a dialogue. Protect me, let me learn.
No, I just asking you. It's not a dialogue. I'm asking
Yeah,
a question.
but
You must answer the question. I'm interviewing you, you're not interviewing me. I'm asking a question. You are under obligation to answer this question. If you can't answer then of course it's okay. I'm asking a question, you answer then. I'm asking a question. Don't you think Mr. Koijee will one day love to go visit a family back to the States?
Not only have to go to America before he survives.
His family is there, that's what I said.
Koijee not only have to go to America.
His family is there. Don't you think it's important to go
Koijee family cannot be affected.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about them. I told you. No, you are misunderstanding the question. You are misunderstanding the question. You have to listen. You are on live.
Yeah.
And the way you respond to the question, that's how the viewer will follow you.
Yeah.
The question to you is, don't you think Koijee will one day want to go to the States to visit his family, and when he is sanctioned, he can't travel there?
No, Koijee don't have to go to America before he survive.
His family is there.
Who determine your family there?
So you are not aware?
Oh, maybe you must tell me what your family is there.
Maybe you are not aware.
You have to go there before you survive.
Okay, thank you so much.
There, you have to go there before you survive.
Thank you so much. Okay, folks, I'm saying.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's not be with you.
Okay, folks, my name is Prince Baba. Can I talk to you 1 minute? My brother, can I talk to you 1 minute, sir? Just cancel. Okay, so my name is Prince Baba. I'm saying, yeah, let me talk to you, my brother. Yes, just cancel. You want to talk to me? Okay, so this is Focus on Liberia Television. My name is Prince, my brother. How are you doing? Welcome to this live interview.
I'm cool.
What is your name?
My name is Leroy Achikomba.
Okay, Achi, welcome. Now I see you, man.
I understand.
Yeah, now I see you.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you make of the U.S. sanction on Mayor Koijee? I'm sure you've been following the debate and know you've been an intellectual before you say
The evolution of the sanctions is born in Russia since 2008 against American, British-born investors who lawyers having to be Seki and Niski. It's a working tool for the United World Most Greatest Nation with respect to people who will act in said manner as to what we actually have the evolution of the Minsky Act. Yeah, of the Minsky Act. And so many people are supporting American sanctions. They are suffered on the basis of the American documentations of crimes in America in context of understanding those who try to obstruct a foreign policy objective with respect to the promotion of democratic tenets that include abuse of rights and all the kind of stuff, include corruption. With the turning tide of the kind of multilateralism and monopolar war, America is not prepared for anybody to disrupt the process with respect to what she has already warned anybody to. From that backdrop, having understood that the Secretary General of the ruling establishment made a whole lot of series of statements that elections have been stolen, giving to credible observers, monitor the process to be free, fair, and transparent. And so if an individual like that speaks, it warrants the institutions called the America with respect to the Foreign Affairs Department that brought about what it did. And so Mr. Koijee now was not speaking in oblivion, but he was speaking as the context of a Secretary General with legions of followers. So to make sure that the process is not having come up with hiccups, I think that they've been able to clear the way he said, man.
So do you think, go ahead, have you learned it?
And so, Mr. Koijee must be able to understand the Americans, our contribution to this country. Over 5 years since 2004 to now, $5 billion have been spent. And because they spend that money, and because they want something out of the country, they want the country to be a kind of trumpet of democracy within the context of the African renaissance in terms of new dimensions of the new world order. And so, Mr. Koijee, having reached to the zenith of political limelight in our country, must understand what America means. If we listen to Mr. Taylor then, he said a greater regret was why he did not have the opportunity to work along with the United States. The honest two president, we have come to power. He has said the international community were not helping him. And so because of that, the country was a kind of laissez-faire. Now that the Americans were able to gather support with respect to the USAID and many other programs with respect to health education, so you name them, we see a little bit of relief. We see the World Bank coming in with respect to credit facilities, all within the context. And if you lose these elections, it is part of the tendency to accept, reorganize, re-govern, and move forward. But trying to stand in the way of what America wants to showcase to the world, that it is possible in the context of the Liberian scenario, in the Renaissance, obviously, you must have yourself to play.
So as a young man who have followed Liberia's politics and stay in it, what should have impact do you think this pronouncement or sanction on Koijee will cause on him as a young man, as a political actor, as a Liberian citizen? What impact has it left on him?
One, this event Asio is a showcase of psychological fiber. Psychological fiber. Because Mr. Koijee, within the context of social science and the situations like Abraham Maslow, he needs to be around equally within the context of a mayor and that high political figure he is. So when you are discharged from the kind of surrounding you are to be in, they have an impact. It's no joke. I was a boy child friend to Mr. Koijee in the struggle days of our political life. Lord helping, he reached the zenith. I can't envy him, but he has reached a point now where clothes doesn't matter, food doesn't matter, housing doesn't matter, but what matters is who does he relate to, and who is supposed to relate to with people now who sees him as a global enemy because America says so on the basis of the sanctions. So psychologically, it's not an easy game for him.
Others have said the sanction on Koijee and all other Liberians have been sanctioned under the U.S. government by the U.S. It's a form of wish on them. They give a specific reference to the Koijee's team. You read the indictment that are labeled in the document from the U.S. Treasury Department. They talk about human rights violation, the use of state property, the using of group of youth, to influence the decision to do other harmful things in the country. What do you make of other those? Do you think the U.S. government is on point?
Liberia is a unique country, and it is heavily indebted poor nations with high level of illiteracy. If the United States, that I know, with respect to the Central Intelligence, want to see Achipomo today, they are prepared to receive Achipomo living body. So, what Mr. Koijee should be fighting back is to have a submission in his own thought. And you understand? Have a submission in his own thought. This America we all know and talking about great nations who are needs. Least to talk about who he is. Least to talk about who he is.
He still has not realized that. He still sees it like, something that shouldn't happen to him. He said that he appeared today, he demonstrated that.
A nature who received a magical role, he will take his own food into gold. At the end of the day, he remains hungry. So until then, you realize when that time, because everything goes within the context of time. So at this stage of any animal, it doesn't need food. They still survive on what they mother, and so after 6 years of governance, something still within the village that we think they can continue after a certain time. But the evidence is here. The evidence is such that Mr. Benin is here actually. As other individuals, the Taylor's arena, who suffered the impact
by President Joel Howard Taylor.
They know exactly what happens. And what they had to do. He didn't charge that himself. Cry like baby. Then you talk about Ivan. Mr. Koijee.
Is he on Ivan?
But projects on Ivan. So what are we talking here?
Okay, thank you. Leroy, thanks, man. I'm happy to see you at least appearing on the microphone once more.
What we are doing now is that we are thrown behind on living the president. The reality is the marks of the revolution right now.
Thank
you see that Joseph Baka become president. It's the marks of the revolution.
Yes, and you fought for that.
Oh, we fought for it.
Thank you so much. Okay, so your name is Leroy Archie Pompon there speaking to us. I'm gonna take your number and then do for. So can I talk to another veteran here? Okay, so folks, we are still here. We are here at CEO. Try to speak with give me a number. Try to speak. Can I talk to you? Okay, so just come so because the people have bad business here. Okay, so this is Magri Randa here. Welcome, how you doing?
Thank you so kindly.
Okay, for the benefit of the viewers, what's your full name?
I'm Activate McLean Randa.
Alright, I'm sure, Magri, you have followed the recent development in Liberia, that is the U.S. sanction on Monrovia City Mayor Jeff Koijee. I mean, in the document, a lot of things went online, but we look at the issue of human rights violation, the use of state property for personal gain, having influence on the young people, and all those kinds of things. What do you make of that?
I'm going to make to you, I am still perusing the document that was released by the FOA. I'm still looking at it carefully, and then after my conclusion with it, I will call a major press conference to inform my followers, both in countries and abroad, on my stand on the Maliski session. But as a man, there have been numerous divided opinion on the issues. Some of those opinions are saying that in fact there have been people who have been sanctioned here in Liberia before, and those people are still living a private life without the interference of the United States Treasury Department, like the elect of our President Joel Taylor should have been sanctioned, like the elect of Welfare Benena Ure who have been sanctioned, like the current one that created a serious crowd that just in the election, they all participated to also have to do with Senator Magay, Nathaniel Follow Magay, his full name is Nathaniel Follow Magay, who are just elected and then just elected certificated this whole time by the NEC, also built tourists and civil and other guys. So there are also split opinion.
That doesn't in any way stop the U.S. decision.
I agree. That doesn't in any way stop the U.S. sanction on whosoever.
And they've been clear that they're not going to make business with anybody who is sanctioned. How does it affect the democracy of Liberia?
How does it affect the democracy of Liberia?
Yeah. To have sanctioned officials serving what the American government has said, I'm not going to work with you. Whether you are senator, whether you're president, once we sanction you, the U.S. government is not going to do any business with you. How does it affect our democracy?
So, yes, there lies a serious contradiction in the two also. Respectfully, the Prince Johnson that we know was sanctioned by the U.S. government. Today, the U.S. government is aware that the Prince Johnson, they supported the incoming government, Joel Baka government. If the U.S. sanction will say to us that in fact, you shouldn't do business with people that have been sanctioned, then it is incumbent on the Joel Baka that will be taking on the power not to do business with Prince Johnson, but he is already in bed with Prince Johnson. And moving on forward, it will be a heavy decision that President-elect Baka will honor take. Because Bill Johnson will be a de facto president. De facto president in the sense that the president in which he support making a demon god when he leave Jeremiah Kuhn is the vice president-elect. Are you telling me that vice president-elect, Senator Kuhn will sit there and allow for his godfather to be prosecuted along with Miguel Beto and other people? I am saying you,
that is government.
It is the big contradiction. It is the big whipping statement that we are yet to see 2024. But as a man, as an activist, I am still taking my time to peruse and critically analyze the full script.
What do you make of others who feel that the sanction on Koijee and others is a form of wish on the part of the U.S. government? What do you make of that?
I don't want to say wish on. I don't want to use the word to say wish on. All I can say is that we respect our godfather. We respect the position. But as a matter of fact, as an independent activist, I'm going to hold all of my opinion, let that do a thorough research, and then back and speak to the issues. But as a man, we respect our godfather. We look forward to them to guide us.
The pronouncement is that does it have any psychological effect on Koijee as a president? That pronouncement, sanction, U.S. Manasity sanction, I mean the Treasury Department sanction, does it have any personal psychological effect on anybody like Koijee?
Koijee was just a CEO.
I know he was there.
Some 30 minutes ago.
I'm asking what I have any psychological effect.
If you want a clip, as a member of CEO, not as a member of CEO, but as the moderator here as CEO, I left the bench because the bench was filled and I stood behind the platform where Koijee was speaking. If you ask me what I did recognize any kind of psychological feelings from the major, I would say to you, no, Mama, we are humans. We are taught to possess. We are taught to possess a tough skin and put on laughter in the public, but deep down, our soul, we are feeling serious problem. But as a man, I never saw anything that struck on Koijee, yet came back to as a member of CEO to give CEO a regular Christmas festival. And as a member of CEO, we respect that and we look forward to every member of CEO to come to CEO and talk to us on a daily basis. In conclusion, as Liberia independent activists, I will peruse the statement for the whole year. And last year, 2024, February, I will give my opinion.
2024? Why wait until February?
Because
this is a running story. I mean, it's clear, it's understandable. You really understand why are you waiting for way February? But then the story is dead.
I have followers.
But they follow you now. They listen to you.
I've died followers.
What do you have to tell them?
What do I have to tell them is what they are telling themselves.
Do you support a U.S. sanction?
What do I support? What should I support?
You support it.
What should I?
No, I'm asking you.
What should I?
I'm asking you.
I am a Liberian. If the U.S. sanction is there to serve as a deterrent, we must accept it, we must look at it critically. Okay. But I am telling to you that all of the sanctions that have come about in this country, the U.S. sanction will go across. Do more than a sanction. Do not compose sanction people with no prosecution. The U.S. will put sanction dry terror here in this country. What happened to dry terror? Dry terror ran for the vice president in this country.
No, but if the Liberian government sanction your official, it level you as a country to take action. Not the U.S. government going to prosecute them. Let's clear that part. All they can do is Mr. McGlynn, rather you are sanctioned, don't come to the U.S. anymore because you got X, Y, and Z problem. Your state now, Liberia, for example, is not obligated to investigate you. So don't blame America for whether they were not investigated or not. That's the point I'm making.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Okay. But I will respectfully disagree with you in a sense that if the American want a speedy trial, they should provide all of those evidence.
They are provided for.
I come in. They should provide all of those evidence leading to the sanction. If they say SYC, Senator McGill was sanctioned on those bases, they should provide those evidence. If they say Bill Torrey was sanctioned, they should provide those evidence. If they say Serena Seaforth, drug therapy, they should provide those evidence. I'm saying to you, if there's no evidence to be proven, we all know that in the criminal code of jurisdiction, what is the essence of the sanction?
Thank you, Macron. Yeah, we have to deliver you now.
Keyword in conclusion, I will look at the session February 2024. I will give my opinion on the session.
Thank you so much.
I respect the session.
Okay, and
we live by the session, and America will mean the comfort of our state.
Thank you so much. So, first, my name is Prince. I'm still here. I'm speaking with Liberians here at the CO Intellectual Center, where the U.S. Our topic for today, we're asking question: what do you make of the U.S. sanction on Jefferson Koijee, Monrovia City Mayor? How you doing? What's your name?
Thank you very much. My name is Adamu Senu Abdullah Rogers. I am a student at AMU University of Criminal Justice. My view when it comes to the U.S. sanction on the law mayor, Jefferson Koijee, I think for me is an affront to African democracy.
You said an affront to Africa's democracy.
Yes.
For the U.S. Treasury Department to sanction Mayor Koijee.
Yes.
Okay, explain that.
The U.S. government is wishing to solutions. Since the insertion of President Weah to power, there have been key members of President Weah administration who have been sanctioned by the U.S. government because they think that President Weah is not in our interest. They're not working in the interest of the U.S. government. So, the other way to weaken President Weah administration is to sanction few of the executive officials like the level of Natala McGill, Bill Torrey, now the most popular young person in the country, Jefferson Koijee, who have been to be the young people leader. If you can sanction Koijee at the critical time with no facts, where are the facts? You can keep.
Did you read the document?
The document stated that Koijee was in violation of human rights.
What do you say that?
Emphasis on the protest that took place at SKD. They do saw Koijee within the audience when Matthew Cody and other former were chased at the University of Liberia. They have two major political groups. They got student unification party and AFCOSA. And Koijee is not a member of the institution now involved into the chaos that happened on the graduation day.
What do you think America will wish on officials of the CDC that you earlier on pointed out?
Yeah.
Why do you think the U.S. government will wish on officials of the CDC government?
The reason being is that because they are seeing the masses believe within this party, and the U.S. don't want to see a regime that will come to power that will be loved by the people to the extent that...
Well, the regime is already on your way going.
No, we understand. We accept the United result the way it went. If you take critical analysis on the result, you'll get to know that 60% of Liberians still believe in the ideology of President Weah. No matter
60%?
Yes. We still believe.
Then why they didn't win? You have 60%.
We have some issues. There are some issues with the party that led to our defeat.
But you didn't have 60%.
Yeah, I agree. And the record, we have 60 because we lost over 24,000 votes. So the winner can take. But still, President Weah remain the most loved Liberian ever that has set up on the air.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Your name again?
My name is Adamu Senu Abdullah Rogers.
Okay, folks, I'm still here. I'll be leaving soon. Okay. Ruben Balasoko is before our camera. Welcome, how are you doing?
It's a pleasure to be here back.
Okay, great. Okay, I think you are familiar with our talking point. This is Focus on Liberia Television. Basically, we are asking questions. What are your views on the U.S. sanction on the Monrovia City Mayor Jefferson Koijee in a document published on the United States website or on its Facebook page? Mayor Koijee is sanctioned for human rights violation, for misuse of state property government property for its personal use, and also having influence on young people to cause chaos. What do you make of those count against the lawmaker?
Well, thank you once more. My name is Ruben Balasoko, the chairperson of the Congress for Democratic Change Intellectual Response Unit. I think the Magnitsky Act is something that the war gave credence to in terms of its legal proceeding and in terms of procedures. But I don't think this is the major concern of the Liberian people right now. Getting Jefferson Koijee in a report, no, they justify him as being guilty.
It is a target.
It is an allegation. It is an allegation. This allegations is in line with democratic tenets. I told somebody before, I said...
You respect the Magnitsky Act.
I told somebody before, I come into that. I said, there are two things I respect. I respect individuals' character and I respect constitutional implications. For example, this government is talking about audit. We are also adding to audit the full implementation of the TRC report. Because that report is quite comprehensive. That report, you are the lead architect of the report. So coming back to bracket with the report, you're the best person to implement the report. So they don't want us to talk about the TRC report, but they want us to accept audit. But we are willing to accept audit because audit is in line with democratic tenets. But they don't want to agree with us on issues of the TRC report. It's a similar thing to this. Koijee is an individual. Under our law, he has a right to exonerate himself. Alleging Prince Monrovia does not mean that Prince Monrovia is guilty. So it makes it so unique for Koijee to go and exonerate himself. We're not going to project that as a case. Koijee is mature enough. Koijee is a leader of the most popular political party in Liberia. Nothing going to scare him apart. We will not be the mouthpiece of Koijee. Koijee is brilliant enough
the US
to
government
go to any competent court or jurisdiction to exonerate himself.
So what does the US government stand to benefit? I mean, what does the US government stand to benefit if they would just go about and just spread widespread allegation and indict people on them if they don't have the fight? What do they stand to benefit?
But it's an allegation now.
I'm just asking questions.
So I would like the State Department, the Treasury Department to be courageous enough to demonstrate evidence.
What else? But the evidences are there. They said they have record that this man is involved in the S, Y, and Z as they were named.
It's still a land.
So who does investigate it?
He has to be given a due process.
Who does the due process?
But they are proceeding leading to that.
Who does
either you submit the document or the government requests the document or you submit the document. So in the absence of procedures, Koijee will not be fighting until he's found guilty in a competent court.
Okay. When the U.S. sanctions any official of government, I mean, you do not travel to the U.S., and it is by fight, it is evidence that America remains Liberia's major ally. Any Liberian citizen that is sanctioned is worried. How do you think this will personally affect Major Koijee as we speak? There are evidences provided, or pieces of evidence provided rather, that his family is in the States. He's not going to visit them. How does it affect him, in your opinion?
Koijee was being given a chance, like any other person, like Senator Frank Johnson, like Senator-elect Nathaniel Magee, Senator-elect Biot, and the rest of them, even for the early administration. This is not the first time for the Magnitsky Act to indict people. But what we want them to do in the second phase is just simple. We tire of all of your list. If we will check from Chancellor Town to now, you have over 200 plus indictees in our country. You will only see individual going coming, you clear. Individual going coming, clear. This time around, be courageous enough to demonstrate evidence so that perpetrator can be brought to justice. That's what we need. But from Gambia Town to now, Magnitsky report, Treasury Department report, we tired of these things. Okay. So we will not be scared by less of the dirties. What we want is a prosecutional aspect of this Manisky issue.
But do you support the Manisky?
How do I support it? I support justice in totality.
So you
So I wouldn't single now on the Manisky report as supporting justice. No. I support justice, accountability, and the rule of law. I'm a Democrat now, mind you, but I will not live on perception, speculation, allegation.
Who does it affect when the U.S. Central anybody? Is it the U.S. government or the government?
The first person that is implicated is the individual himself. For example, Prince Moluba, a renowned journalist, the focus on Liberia is being doubted by the French government. Prince Moluba's character is at stake.
Okay, great.
So the greater responsibility lies on the head of Prince Moluba. Prince Moluba will do two things for himself. Either write the French government, say, my man, I want to be prosecuted, or whatever means to clear yourself. We've seen people, they are being doubted by the Manisky Eye, and they go there, they come up victorious. So why Koijee now is becoming so big in the entire country? Why?
Thank you so much, man.
And so in case Koijee goes and already himself, what would they say? And let me say something to conclude.
As a conclude, what is a call to Liberians? Many people are bothering Koijee. I mean, people are saying, if you see the comment that come on the live video, Koijee is being pictured here as a negative guy who is the mastermind of all negative things. What do you have to say to the Liberians?
Well, that's people perception. It is not proven. I'm not supporting Koijee. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a partisan like Koijee. But what we want is due process. And we want the U.S. State Department to not only focus on 2023, whatever, let them go back. We want justice. We want Senator Johnson to be prosecuted. We want those who perpetrated mayhem in our country to be prosecuted.
Thank you so much.
So we Liberians will support any democratic action, but we will not support them for the sole purpose and threaten the peace and tranquility of the state. That one we will not support. Thank God that President Weah accepted a result. Thank God that Liberia is stable. Thank God we want to have a smooth transition. This is the CDC. The CDC is the resilience of constructive democratic engagement in our body politics. And I remain the able chairman of the Intellectual Response Union of the Mate Coalition of the Democratic Change, Ruben Barasoko.
Thank you so much, folks.
And I will be with you Thursday to debate the issues holistically. Nassam, what's up?
Okay, folks. My name is Prince Mova. This is Ujaki. This is how we try to go down the curtain on this issue. Well, let me just give 1 or 2 minutes to the gentleman before us. So, Jason, my brother, we are running out of time. But what's your name?
Thank you so much. My name is Jefferson PRO for National Talk Show Association of Liberia.
You got National Talk Show caller, no?
Yes, I'm the PRO. My chairman is Adibet McLean Runner. And my secretary general is Andrew Mose. And I am in my capacity as the chairman for the Progressive Men and Women Support of Liberia elections. And I want to say thank you so kindly to focus on Liberia, the families of Liberia. I want to say thank you so very much.
You supported where you didn't win. You accepted the result already.
We accepted the result
challenges
because of democracy.
Okay, go ahead.
So thank you. On the issues pertaining to Jefferson Koijee, first of all, I want to say the American government, they are not Liberia government. I want to be clear to that.
But the Liberian government heavily depends on the American government.
Okay,
are you aware of that?
I want to say that's generations.
Are you aware of that?
I want to say that's generations.
Which generation?
That's generations. We have been educated. We have been educated to the level that we understand, we critique, we analyze issues. I want to say to America, that's the wrong question.
Have you any idea of America's remittance to Liberia, not to the government, but just to Liberia? In a year time, have you any idea on that?
I want to say to you, for the one, America was not recognized by America, but was recognized by institutions in America. So I want to say to you clearly.
The question I'm asking, have you any idea or are you aware of what America's remittance to Liberia is in a calendar year?
America support Liberia, we agree.
Okay, great.
They support Liberia. I want to say Liberia is a independent country that have government that run their daily activities. So I want to say to you, Jefferson Koijee meet no influential meet in the Republic of Liberia at last the world. The next Mandela, the sessions that America just released on Jefferson Koijee made Jefferson Koijee to be the next Mandela in Africa.
Why you say so?
I say so because now the training issue now circulating in this country and the world is essential issues concerning Jefferson Koijee. I want to say this: sessions, falling sessions, nesting up. America, we are not taking America serious on that. You know why? America session Pete Johnson now seeking 27 years in the power. America session.
He doesn't travel to America.
America, I come to you. America sessions.
So that is a core of America
sessions. Travel. America sessions. Travel today. Travel is senator elect.
You elected him, not America elected. You elected him.
America sessions.
You don't agree on that. It was Liberia that.
I want to say to you, we are not taking America serious when it comes to sessions. Because you know what?
So do you support the session?
It's alleged. No.
You don't support the session?
I'm not supposed any session for America because it's alleged. America session that my girl, today my girl is senator elect. So I want to say to you, now the promotion of Jefferson Koijee just arrived. Police station on Jefferson Koijee make the Liberian more to love Jefferson Koijee than ever before. Get the spirit of Jefferson Koijee to lead the young people. As I speak to you, we are on the scholarship for Jefferson Koijee at the UMU University. They are talking here. What am I doing to us? And I want to say to you, respect you as an Arab, respect you as a big brother. I want to say to you, we are independent country, make decisions on our own.
Thank you, brother.
So I want to say to you, my name is Jefferson PCDs, residents of West Point, on the small communities. So I want to say to you, all those are watching me, I want to say to you, all of Liberia, in the diaspora, I want to say to you, let us keep the party supreme, CDC will be supreme. We'll come back there, I'll stand up by ourselves, we'll come back to it now.
Will you be strong in opposition?
So what?
Will you be strong in the opposition?
I'm strong because of all
you started already?
Yes, because in the past job we have built me. The person has built my capacity, academically. That's why you get the opportunity as a young people to go to Stable University and get free education. That's why you get the opportunity as a young people for our parents to not be to not suffer.
It is not a policy though.
I agree.
Maybe this government will undo that because it's not a policy.
Let us see that saying that in that less.
Why you think so?
I want to say to you, the common people now as I open the free tuition at Stable University, the common people as I open now free why they say you can take it for all the systems. I want to say to you,
it's just about explaining it to them.
The only thing
that is not a law.
The only thing I want for the federal government to do is that the promises that George will give us that all public schools in the country, graduation to our will be free. Then they go back, hey, the student take free tuition at Stable, the student dismiss, and the free.
Thank you so much. You have the game.
Who was the PCDs?
I was coming closer with you, my brothers. You want to talk to me? Okay. Okay, my brother. Welcome. How you doing? What's your name?
My identity, I'm Afro Momokanaka Kroma.
Mr. Kroma, welcome to Focus on Liberia Television. We are discussing issue about the sanction of Jefferson Koijee. What do you make of that?
Well, quite frankly, I'm not happy.
You are not happy about what?
Koijee is my friend. Besides being my friend, he's a Liberian. I'm not being happy when America sanctions any Liberian. As a matter of fact,
America doesn't come on the blue sky and sanction.
As a matter of fact,
not later busy. America has reason for sanctioning. Do you agree with the reason first?
I will come to that.
Okay, go ahead.
As a matter of fact, terrorists, the whole similar thing happened to Taylor today is beyond bad. And so, for that scenario, I don't want to see happening to any Liberian. But again, I have been in the country for the past 6 years, or even before the 6 years. The 6 years of the government have been following the activity of Koijee. That's why he be my friend. All of what America said against him, whether it's true or not, well, you need to go to tomorrow and examine himself on those charges. And to sanction him, for other citizens to say it's just a male sanction because they sanction other people, then today, Liberian elected them. So they are making a mistake. When America sanction you, it's bad for you and your entire generation. Because the first thing, they freeze your account. All the money you work for is being freezed. Traveling ban is on you. You're not going to go to America or any other country. And by the time you enter any Western country, unknown to them, they can call that Western country to have you arrested. So citizens, you don't know that. Not to be happy. The only thing you can do, follow of Koijee, friends of Koijee, is to pray for him. It's to pray for him. But we've been here. We saw what happened here. The issue of District 13 massacre. Where policies were being used.
And you one person who have condemned Koijee for that before on the same platform. So those are reasons that was stated in the US.
District 15, District 15,
District 13,
District 9, all the violence that happened here. The devil, all the innocent people.
So do you stop? I mean, you agree with the US government?
We know what has been happening. But again, as I said, he is my friend. Your friend.
But your friends are my friend.
Your friend should not be the one to expose you. But you are exposing yourself.
Oh, okay.
You are exposing yourself. So I would want the dead to pray for him. But I don't have the political will. I don't have the military mind to change the decision against Koijee. I will only question America, but I don't have the power. Even though I tried to deal with America yesterday, but where did I go? When I was challenging America, where did my power lie? I was powerless. So today they see. Those citizens who are saying that the sanction will not do nothing. No, Koijee should not depend on them. Because if America just got 1,000 citizens now, including the chairman, the citizen chairman, and say, oh yeah, you're going to America.
Okay, a free visa.
Okay, a free visa to go to America. Of course, Koijee and Popon, don't do it. No, do it, don't rely on them. Koijee should not rely on them. It's on Liberian and call on Major Koijee to remain focused and try to see what they can talk to the generation community. They're now doing the kind of street to be talking, yeah, and the citizen putting him.
Thank you so much.
They're not detecting.
Thank you so much. Your name again.
I'm Afro Momo Kanaka.
Okay, so let me close up with this young man. Let me close up with you. Okay, just come so. Okay, great. Okay, so my name is Prince Moba. What's your name?
And also my name is Peter Lama. Here from the township of West Point.
Okay, welcome to this live interview.
Thank you.
All right, so I think you are very much familiar with the talking point today. What do you make of that?
Firstly, I'm glad.
You are glad.
I'm happy. America in the step in. We've been blaming America for long, and they're not helping Liberia. And now they are coming in things we can see they're doing it for us. America have to settle the sheep or the goat for the sheep.
Say that again.
America have to settle the goat for the sheep.
How do you explain that?
Now, meaning there are too many wicked people in this land. People use young people to get what they want. At the end, they satisfy their desire. Koijee is just one of those. Koijee is an evil man. Koijee is a serious rebel. Koijee is a failure to the young generation in Liberia.
Why are you so bitter with the man?
I'm bitter with Koijee because I voted President Weah 2017. Voted President Weah and they make Koijee city mayor, see Monrovia. There is no plan Koijee has brought to this city. The only thing Koijee do for all year is to bring gangsters, funny DOC, for another hooligans.
What is DOC?
DOC for my own Tigi is Jaws Officer Commander. Jaws Officer Commander. Koijee is a rebel. So they were happy here. A sheep of Koijee.
What happened
Koijee is not a good young man.
What happened here though?
Today the senator was here.
Senator
Dillon. They almost poured the man car. He could have out standing here. If you can see my nose, twisted, they joined me here today. But I want to say, I get gift for the American people. They need to work for Liberians. They need to put their feet on the ground for we Liberians are preparing for our country to change. You know, it's so disheartening to see young men who saying from a community, not understanding the issue. He want to be a follower to evil men.
Most of your friends that appeared before this camera said the sanction against Koijee and others is a form of witch hunt.
It's not a witch hunt. that sanction, I welcome it, and the American people need to place that sanction on all those that invest our money in our country. Koijee just want to do. Koijee has not done nothing. Even all of our cards from the Monrovia City Corporation, we just see it. See the city, go down Monrovia and see what is happening. A private people that come to clean the city, they say they will not be clean. Koijee will not be cancer activity. Koijee is not working. My brother, me get information. I always CDC. For 2011, I better for Mary Bro. 21 times a day, we will work and clean the street. Mary Bro was paying us. I was in high school. Somewhere around 2011. Since Koijee and George came to power, we just see anything short. If you don't think Koijee believe me, you must come on the street and be like a gangster to support you. And I want to say, thank God that the people have made their decision. January 22nd, these people will get out and we'll go for them. We will use the law. Koijee is a rebel, and the American people have made no mistakes. The American people have made no mistakes. I'm saying thanks to the American people, and I get too many things to get them. Koijee will not cover the country. We will deal with Koijee according to the law. Because Liberia, we are peaceful people in Liberia. Koijee use us. Koijee and President George Manning, we are. They keep when they tell you to lead the Liberian people, but they can't use us. And today, we use our voting card, we channel our vote, and get the George we are out. Koijee is a rebel. I cannot say Koijee is a rebel. We're not needing in this country. Koijee needs to be dealt with the law. I stand to be corrected. Koijee, the Liberia Jesus need to take a stand against Koijee. Koijee has so many young people in Liberia. Koijee is a serious rebel, is a threat to this state.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Your name again?
My name is Peter Rama. I'm from the township of West Point. A lone soldier from West Point. I prepare to get Koijee and take him to court.
Okay, folks, my name is Prince Moba. This is how we come to the end of this live interview. We've been here right in front of CO. This is CO. CO here is the Center for the Exchange of Intellectual Opinions. That is CO for short. I've been speaking about Liberians here giving their views on the recent U.S. session on Monrovia City Mayor Jefferson Koijee. Many of them have condemned it, while others have embraced it and calling on the U.S. government to bring more of it. Thanks for following me. Thanks for watching. Do join us another time for another live broadcast. Until another time, my name is Prince Moba. This is the U.S.-based Focus on Liberia. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching. Do share our video and always invite someone to watch along with you. Bye-bye. I'm out.